Hello and welcome to ahealthieryou.us. My name is John Goslin, and I am the founder and director of marketing for this content network and resource center. In A Healthier You We Trust is our community's rallying cry, and I want to put it out there right now and up front that we have a pact amongst all of our business partners, teammates, and community members that our relationships with you always come first. In fact, the relationships that we have and will continue to develop with our community is the greatest asset that we contain to date. So what is a healthier you anyways, you may be asking? Well, a healthier you is a new age direct marketing and multimedia distribution company that caters to many sectors of health and wellness. It is our top priority from 2010 and beyond to bring more value and factual based data to you when compared to anybody else out there. So what I'd suggest is subscribing to 2 free publications that we've put together for you that will allow you to understand just how serious we are about our priorities from this point moving forward. The first publication is something you can get access to over on the right hand side of this page, and it's a publication called The Isotonics Advantage. So just put your name and email in and you will fast find out why it's not about what you eat. It's actually more important about what your body absorbs. And I can't stress how key of an element this is when you're talking about optimal nutrition. And then there's the 7 stretch truths that our healthcare system doesn't want me to tell you about. And the information that is contained within this publication is extremely valuable and tremendously going to challenge the no holds barred threshold. And that's quite an understatement when referring to what we'll uncover throughout this kind of like an IV drip of content. So remember, attaining optimal health is a journey, not a destination. And knowledge grants you the gift of empowerment. And now we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about a concept that a man named Paul Zane Pilzer brought to birth about a decade ago, and he calls it our healthocracy. And the goal of this slide and Pilzer's aim was to illustrate how the United States government, our healthcare system, and the healthcare providers that run their business and practices at a parallel to them synergize in all 3 of their efforts. First of all, the government is not doing much to change their face in this formula. In healthcare, their structure simply doesn't allow it. They have a top priority in mind, and that's profitability, unfortunately. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. And as for the healthcare providers and the health professionals, I'm going to go to the slide over here where it talks about how to excel in pharmaceutical sales. And these are really the people that are educating our minds in medicine and our health professionals. And more health professionals are certainly striving to experience what the patient down here in the bottom is doing, and that's smiling with their healthcare provider. And I'm not sure if you're like me, but on a daily basis I hear people complaining about the not so great treatment that they're receiving from their healthcare providers. Now, in a healthcare provider's defense, it's not their fault. They simply don't have enough time to get to know everything about you. And to be honest, most of the time it's probably not to their best interest, because a lot of people who are in the waiting rooms don't have much positive gossip to speak of. But let me just segue for a minute to the last image in this outer ring of activities, and that's the pills. This is not the format or place for me to use political propaganda, so I'll use my own market research. I hear on a daily basis multiple and many people complaining. And what they're complaining is it's just not a sensible system. And the final component in Pilzer's healthocracy diagram has to do with what's in the bullseye. And at the center of all this is the mighty dollar. And profitability is a company's core ability to carry out their mission. But let's face it, if you sat on the board of a corporation or a company, your number one priority is profitability. And there's no different for a company that takes part in the healthcare arena. So that could most likely allow you to understand why there's a disconnect about why patients feel the way they do these days. Most of them are just uncertain and irritable about what to do next. So as the old age medical model continues to struggle, be ineffective, and break down, come on board with a healthier you. We ask nothing of you in return other than just your efforts and your interest in hearing about some cutting edge, top-notch, science-based content, but we're going to help you break through the bonds of traditionalism and join the wellness revolution. We have a page on our blog, it's called Magic in Motion, and I would once again sign up and really subscribe to the 2 free reports that we put together, the Isotonics Advantage and the 7 Stretch Truths. They really are amazing publications. And down here at the bottom, I feel, and all of our teammates feel, that we really have found the missing puzzle piece for everybody's best interest. So although this is what I love doing most, educating people like yourself in one-on-one sit-downs like this about the vast and immeasurable benefits of incorporating optimal wellness solutions into your life, I would be nothing without my great team standing beside me. And just so you know, our great team is comprised of personal trainers, holistic nutritionists, gastric bypass survivors. I like to call them gastric bypass gurus. You're going to hear from yearning youths, as well as health professionals and surgeons, internet-enabled health enthusiasts and entrepreneurs. Really kind of wrap up our cast of characters that's going to be bringing value-added content to you. So we definitely are bringing more health options into our community's lives so they can go out and involve more of the important and memorable ingredients in their life's recipes. So in exchange for all this free content, all that I ask is that you share this content on the social media platforms, through email, or whatever else it is that you like to partake with on the internet or even in the offline world. So congratulations on taking a step forward in your personal growth and development, and be awesome, and I look forward to hearing all about the futures of your optimal health success. Take care.